Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week in terms of love. The Queen of Pentacles. This is someone that's very nurturing, very kind, very giving. It could be divine masculine or feminine. This is someone that's very compassionate. They're a good listener. They want to help people. They like seeing people being happy. They're very grounded, very stable, and emotionally stable as well. I feel a lot of abundance. Whatever they put their mind to, they're very creative. They create a lot of things. They're very successful. Who is this person that you have this connection with? The Empress. So again, these are both like divine mother energies, and this is someone who helps people heal. This is some sort of healer. They're like a divine midwife kind of thing. They help with people's spiritual awakening, perhaps. But yeah, very creative. This is a birth of new ideas coming into fruition, grounding things. Who is this person you have this connection with? 5 of Cups. This is someone who's had heartbreak. This is someone who, again, is very caring. Maybe very caring with animals or people who are vulnerable, perhaps. This is a light worker. They're this lighthouse. Be looking more deeply into these in a moment. Who is this person? 2 of Cups. You have a very deep, amazing connection with this person. You both love each other equally. It's an unconditional love. For some of you, there may be some sort of obstacles or distance between you or something, because he's the human, she's the mermaid. But it's bridging the gap. I'm hearing it's like that infinity symbol, and the center point where you overlap, so to speak, is like this portal where you connect in the higher dimensional plane. Yin and yang complement each other very well. Okay, so I want to look at this 5 of Cups first. This is about loss, but then not realizing that there's potential just around the corner. 2 of Cups came out here. So 3 of Cups spill over. Okay. Sorry, just itching. So 5 of Cups. What is this energy about? What is this loss which is making way for, well, I feel it made way for your connection. What was the loss about? What was the pain, heartbreak, sadness? What was this about, please? Four of Cups, a missed opportunity. I feel like this person, they feel like there was a missed opportunity when it came to maybe a past relationship. Because look, the 3 of Cups are here. but then they spilt over. So maybe this person's been suffering with heartbreak, or maybe they lost trust in the divine. Because of a heartbreak or a failed relationship, or it could be a missed opportunity in any kind of way. Maybe this person tried to give their love to someone who was very heartbroken or had addictions. Doesn't necessarily mean they had addictions, but someone wasn't fully ready to receive love, and in that way they both weren't ready to receive love fully. I'm hearing your person needed to love themselves more. They needed to know their worth more, come into their divine feminine or divine masculine personal empowerment more. And maybe things didn't work out in the past because there was other things, there was other contracts, and you being one of these other contracts. So maybe something didn't work out in the past and they thought it was supposed to work out in a certain way, and then they lost hope in the divine or something, felt depressed. And it's something about, and this can be relating to you as well, it could be relating to both of you, and most likely you tried to give your heart, they tried to give their heart to someone because they're a very generous, giving, nurturing person. They tried to heal someone's heartbreak and wounds and be this lighthouse. But maybe this person realized that they couldn't fully heal that person. That person had to learn to love themselves. So there was emotional unavailability. So maybe your person has a fear of fully giving their heart because they tried to in the past, but then the cups just was spilling over. What else is this Five of Cups about? Yeah, look. This person is a light worker. They try to wake people up. They try to help people. Or maybe a specific person, but that person, you know, everyone needs to help themselves. Obviously, we can help people with light workers, but then at the same time, they need to take that cup themselves to heal. They need to take that Ace of Cups. You can't give someone your heart. They need to embrace their own heart. You know, and by that I mean you can't make them love themselves. They have to do that for themselves. So maybe your person felt like they failed with that, or maybe they didn't think that they failed. They just realized that there's only so much you can do, because they're trying to wake someone up, or they're, you know, trying to love someone so that they could learn to love themselves. And maybe they did wake that person up, and then it was time to say farewell. And then maybe your person has stepped into this other contract which helps them even more to awaken people, maybe awaken more people. Wow. So the Empress. Let's find out some more information. Who is this person with this Empress energy? I feel definitely Divine Mother. I feel this person has that nurturing quality and emotionally balanced quality. Maybe they learned that emotional balance from a painful but very enlightening, very healing, very loving experience. They learned a lot about unconditional love in the past. Maybe they had conditions and they learned to release that. And now in meeting you, it's opening a gateway for what they learned, that unconditional love, to be expressed further, to help be like the divine midwife or the divine support, the guidance to help others with awakening. That your connection with this person is to deepen that mission, and having learned unconditional love, this person can share that unconditional love with you. And therefore I feel this connection is going to be much more balanced, and is much more balanced than previous experiences that likely you both went through. Because I know many of you watching this will be feeling like I'm talking about you rather than this person, but that's okay. If it's resonating, then this is the reading for you, because this is going to be messages about what's really going on in your connection. Okay, so the Empress energy. What more information can we find out about this, please? In terms of who is this person, or who are you? Three of Cups. So you are someone that brings people together with the divine. What's that word? Is it mediator? You kind of you help bridge the gap, but this other person helps you do the same. This is a reunion card, 3 of Cups. Knight of Wands. You're very passionate, you're very strong. You've had to create healthy boundaries. But yeah, you're very passionate about this divine calling, basically, to help awaken people. Who is this person? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Empress. You've got a lot of light and love in your heart to share with the world and share with this special person. Helping people understand unconditional love, helping them come back to self-love, be emotionally balanced, and realize that this kind of thing isn't personal. You had to go through something that was heartbreaking, and then they realized it wasn't personal, it was real, the love was real, and now taking that a step further in this divine union that you have with this person. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, yeah. You're reflecting, your mirrors, you're like a reflection of each other. He's looking into his heart, he's looking into his emotions. I feel this person is very kind, very nurturing, very giving, very accepting of this Knight of Cups. And this Knight of Cups is learning to love self more and just seeing life through the reflection of love, or through the lens of that divine love. This person's very romantic, they have a very romantic perspective. They value like love and all kinds of relationships very much. They're very deep emotionally, and they've been searching for something, someone, and this divine experience so they can express that more, and through that expression it's helping others awaken more. Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. Yeah, again, this is like soul family. This person doesn't want people in the world to be stuck in illusions, in fear, in wounds, in limitations. They want people to be free. They're here to create this new earth. They're a light worker, and they are your soul family, and you work together as like a team with your spirit guides as well to help other people. Ten of Cups is another union card. It's that complete emotional fulfillment. So what's this Two of Cups? I'm just going to move these. This Two of Cups. Queen of Swords. This is someone who takes no nonsense. Like they learnt healthy boundaries. They learnt to be clear. They learnt to channel like their love, their light clearly without fear. In the past there was expectations with other people, and fears of like expressing their feelings, and you know, fears of rejection, fears of abandonment, and maybe they went through that and then realized, they had an epiphany, they had awakenings, and they realized none of that was personal. A lot of that was reflections of how they saw themselves. They were rejecting themselves. So they learned a lot from their past experiences, and now this person is much more fearless when it comes to expressing. But I'm hearing in some cases this person could sometimes appear to be a little bit cold or have a poker face on, but this is a confirmation that they feel this deep love for you, even if sometimes they appear this way. The Lovers, yeah, wow. You have a really powerful divine connection. You're mirrors of each other. Look at this. Earth, water. Could be an earth sign, could be a water sign. Doesn't have to mean that. Water is all about emotions and love. And how this, it's bridging the gap. The emotions, the feelings is being bridged on the earth kind of thing, in the world. So you're seeing mirrors, you're mirroring each other, but you're also like seeing through this connection, you're seeing into different dimensions, especially emotional, especially physical. Sorry, especially spiritual, I mean. Two of Cups. The Tower, okay. So this love, this mirroring, this no-nonsense energy, you know, it's powerful energy, it's very clear, it's very concise, it's moving forward very rapidly. It creates tower moments, okay? That's breaking down anything that isn't serving you, breaking down any illusions, fears, wounds, barriers, to opening your heart to yourself, to this divine love, and to the divine. Breaking down any fears of expressing your truth, in the world as well. Okay, so what do you need to know about this connection in terms of this Tower card, please? 9 of Wands. Oops. 6 of Wands. Ace of Swords. Hierophant. Okay. So 6 of Wands is victory after a battle, and this is about being defensive because of feeling attacked. Okay, what I'm hearing from Spirit here is you were afraid to play with fire in the past in case you got burnt. So you were afraid to, and this may still be the case a little bit, like you may have a fear of opening your heart and getting burnt and it creating a tower and everything crumbling. So you may still have some defenses up. This could be you, this could be this other person, or both. But this is victory after a battle, after a struggle. Needing to stand your ground as these things fall apart, because I feel like there may be people around you that won't be happy about that. But something about boundaries here as well. Maybe in the past you didn't have enough boundaries, and then at other times you had too many boundaries. You weren't allowing love in. And then this is victory after that. Victory after things have crumbled away. Maybe there was a huge earthquake, that volcanic eruption, things falling down that weren't serving you. That's what that 5 of Cups was. Things from the past had to fall away, because that was what was meant to happen in order for you to have a rebirth. This connection is helping you become much more self-empowered, taking up that sword, cutting the rope to anything that's tying you down into that ship where you're suffocating. Freedom from that, clear seeing. You're now in a place of being recognized. You feel truly recognized by this other person. You feel like they love you and they value you for who you are. Maybe in the past you tried to be your true self and you felt like other people could not like meet you in the light. Some people in your past, they couldn't break free from the bubble, or some did break free, but then it was like still a farewell kind of thing. That was the contract, and then I'm seeing with this one as a new contract. You have new soul lessons with this connection that you have now with this person. And you experienced a lot of things that helps you with this new soul contract. You could be twin flames with this person, the Hierophant. Okay, so what's this Hierophant, this soul contract energy about? 8 of Wands. And Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel these are all relevant. This soul contract. It's about rapid movement forward, passion. Look, this is literally like playing with fire kind of thing. You're not afraid to get burnt. Because you're like the phoenix, I'm hearing. You rise from the ashes. So you've already risen from the ashes of the past. You rise from the ashes. And look, this almost looks like he's laying out like a path. He's guiding the way through a safe path as there's this eruption looming, and then it erupts here. Or actually it's the other way around, because this is the 8 and this is the 9. Let me just tune in for a moment. I'm hearing this is like the Ace of Wands in the center of that volcano. This is like the passion boiling within yourself, but you are unconsciously holding yourself back. Maybe you were not truly being your true expression in other relationships. You are being maybe what you thought the other person wanted you to be. You are afraid of your own light. You are afraid of your own power, because you create these eruptions. You allow other people's truth to come out that they were repressing, and that scares certain people. They shy away from that, they run away from that. Tower moments full. It's like when you shone your light, when you stepped into your true power. Some other people's cups fell over. Some people, they just stayed behind. They couldn't follow you in your light. So you went down a new path. But you're a way shower, so you guide people who can handle the heat, who can handle the love and the light, and how that awakens people and breaks down their ego. You're showing them the way, and you're now embracing your truth as that light worker. This is your new soul contract that is opening up. It's being supported by this divine connection that you have with this person. Okay, so what else does Spirit want you to know about this connection? 7 of Pentacles. This is a new beginning, a birth. Okay, you and this person have come together, and there's this birth of this mission, this love. Your energies together create this. You're such a powerful creative force that it does lead to all this kind of energy. The flames. Okay, I'm hearing you may be seeing like things to do with the sun, you know, yellows and oranges and fire and heat. You may, some of you, not all of you, but some of you will be seeing that, and that is like flames, your twin flames, burning away illusions, rising from the ashes of tower moments that you both went through. Those tower moments that were painful at the time led to your own reawakening. You had to say farewell to certain things, certain people after painful experiences, but that's the rebirth. It's the rebirth here through this new connection. You had to go through that basically in order to come back together with this person, your soul family. And if this has resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, write a comment, and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.